ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna adjust my mic. There we go. Welcome back to another episode of StarCraft Inc. Today is a PvZ between Corolla, the blue Protoss, down here at the bottom left, and SSN Yorosmai is the red Zerg up at the top right. If you don't know who SSN Yorosmai is, you need to leave right now and Google his name, and then come back because I need you. We can still be friends, and I just really want you to watch this game because we have not cast a Yorosmai game in a very long time. He sent me one just recently. Yeah, it was actually a couple days ago, but I haven't been able to cast it until now. But I'm so happy that it's here, and I'm talking to a microphone, and no one's in the room with me, and I don't even know if anybody will watch this, but it's gonna be awesome! Because, yeah, Yorosmai plays random on the North American ladder, usually. And, he's top of Master League. He should be Grandmaster League. Luke, nudge, nudge. Play some more freaking games and get some more points, because you should be there. You should be there. Which one of you is going to get to Grandmaster first? Corinne or you? Come on, buddy. You gotta beat her there. You gotta beat her there. Anyway. Long story short, Yorosmai is pretty freaking awesome, and he plays random on the North American server, and he plays Zerg on the Korean server. So, Zerg is his main, and he's pretty freaking fantastic at it. He hasn't been playing too much lately because his hard drive died, and so he's been playing on a pretty unreliable computer, and so he's a little bit afraid to ladder. We do have a Forge Fast expand here, and this is an early pool, but not necessarily like a 6 pool or anything like that. Corolla's still really worried about it, and yeah, that pool went down early, and then Yorosmai just kind of droned after. This is a really sweet build, but it's not going to do any damage really. I mean, he gets one probe. Now the cannon's up, so he has to leave. But what this does do is allow him to take out these buildings here. But look how far ahead he is now. Like, I mean, he's not far ahead. Let's look at this subjectively, okay? So, right now the supply count is 16 to 18. Some of those supply for Yorosmai are lings, so they're not drones, right? What the hell is going on here? 3 gateways over here for Corolla, and a queen going down here to start working on that pylon. That's funny. Alright, so yeah, let's go back over here. Yorosmai can't even come. Wow. That was unbelievably awesome. So Yorosmai can't even really come and kill this because he needs to get over here to kill this pylon. Problem is, all 3 of these are going to get cancelled. Anyway, so Corolla's got this crap in the way, and that's really hurting his mining. So that's cool. That's cool for the Zerg player. But because of Corolla would have been able to get more harvesters up than Yorosmai would have been able to off one base. And his queen's down here. So Corolla kind of swung that back in his favor because he's got more harvesters, and he's got Yorosmai's queen in a position. So there's lost injects there, and I don't know, man. This is a strange turn of events. That cannon's up. I feel like Yorosmai should have finished this off. I feel like that wasn't gonna do anything. Like, there's no warp tech, so he kind of panicked there. But Yorosmai does somehow get in, and he's gonna get this cannon down. The cannon goes down, and wow! So Yorosmai does manage to get back in here. A Zealot will be coming out of this gateway, forcing Chronos on the Zealot, and so we're not gonna see Chronos on the Nexus, and that's pretty sweet for Yorosmai right now. And the pylon goes down. That's gonna delay. Oh, look at the micro on the lings, pulling the lings back so they do not get damaged by the Zealot. Saving that ling, and wow, a little bit of probe micro with Corolla there too. But anyway, that was a pretty awesome trade. What an what an awesome game. So Yorosmai is getting this saturated too. Like I said, I think he overreacted a little bit here. There's no warp tech, so the 3 gateways wasn't going to do a ton of damage. And he could have, had he killed this forge right away, I think that would have delayed this wall so much. And then he still could have had time to deal with this. All he had to kill was a single pylon over here. So, a little bit of an overreaction, I think. But maybe I'm wrong. That's just the way I see it. If you guys disagree, you know, bitch at me in the comments. Yorosmai, I can't wait to see what you have to say about that. But anyway, Corolla's gonna break himself out here because he did wall himself off. So man, just like tons of buildings dying for Corolla, and this one gonna be to his own hands. So interesting. And so this Nexus finally going up, but that's freaking late, as Yorosmai is already on 2 bases and has been for quite some time. When you forge fast expand against the Zerg, you're trying to get that Nexus up almost as fast as their first. 3 Zealots crossing the map, and this is something I do a lot too. I like to go with weapons 1 though, because it's really easy for the Zerg player to spit at a bunch of Lings, and those Lings are hard to deal with as Protoss with just 3 Zealots. But if you have +1 weapons, suddenly just the multiplier effect that these Zealots have, the number of Lings that they can kill with just +1 weapons, just grows unbelievably exponentially. So he's gonna come over here. He's gonna see that there's some Lings. He's not gonna be able to get this base down, and all 3 of these Zealots are toast now. I'm afraid. Sorry. Oh, but the 4th Zealot joins the party, and gonna be a little micro here from. Wow. There's a lot of Zealots in here, but good surrounds here from Yorosmai. The Queen realizes she doesn't need to be here, and we're seeing some cool micro from the Corolla backing his Zealots up to make sure the surrounds aren't huge. But it looks like all of those Zealots will go down. There's 500 minerals down the pisser for the Protoss player. Still not saturated here at his 2nd. And the Zerg player's 3rd base goes unscathed. This Protoss player is struggling. He's going to be pumping out weapons 1 finally from that forge. He's got the sentry here to make sure nothing squeaks by this hole. But we're going to see Yorosmai start to basically shit out a lot of roaches. Maybe just 3 now for defense. It looks like he's going to try to saturate his 3rd before he invests too heavy into Roach. 9 more drones on the way. Zergling speed finally on the way at 10 minutes. So not exactly standard Ling speed time, but I mean, you guys saw how this game started. Single spine crawler down here, always good. And hopefully we see, yeah, there's the layer tech coming out. And macro hatch, so awesome. 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 Jeez. Anyway, we're going to see an Overseer morph over here, which is cool. Friggin' map hacks over here in the Protoss base. Now, I want you guys to know, once again, for anybody who doesn't watch this channel very often, I have not seen this game. I don't even know if Yorosmai wins. So, I really don't know. A lot of people, sometimes when I cast SSN members or former SSN members, they're like, you are so freaking biased. I just don't even understand. But like, I don't even know how the game ends, so it's not like I'm casting games where SSN players win every time. In fact, I know for a fact I cast more games that Smash Cab loses than he wins. I seem to only cast games where Smash Cab loses. So there, and that Overseer gets out of there, and yeah. Yorosmai still not too worried about what's going on in there. Getting a Spire, 16 Lings. He knows that there's a bit of a Stalker Sentry ball coming out, which the Spire makes that a funny choice. I would be shocked if he got Muta. I would be a little bit surprised. Although, the only reason you could go Muta right now is because he's so far ahead economically that he could spit out more Muta than this guy could deal with, honestly. Because this is the kind of combination that's really good at dealing with Muta, but he's got a lot of Lings, so I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. And a couple of his Stalkers getting ahead of themselves, and Yorosmai kind of seeing that. Gonna get quite the nice surround with the Lings. A couple getting in with the Sentry. These Stalkers are caught alone with some Roaches, and it looks like the Protoss player will be able to clean that up pretty well. 12 Muta on the way, and 12 Muta can focus fire down Sentries pretty quick. And there's really not enough Stalkers here. We'll see. Lots more Stalkers being warped in. The Sentries is a weird. The Muta was a weird choice to me. Very strange choice. But he's got no weapon grades for them either. It's going to be a harass tool, because I mean, until the Protoss player gets Blink, he can't defend this base. So I'd be surprised if, yeah, there we go. We're going to see Yorosmai go around the long way and start doing base damage, because this army cannot get back in time. That's just all there is to it. But no, Yorosmai's going to pull back. I don't even know. I don't even know what he's doing. He can pick off reinforcements, that's for sure. He sees those with the Ling on the tower. Those are free units here. Free Zealots, free Sentry. Oh, that's tasty for those Muta. And a big Roach Ling Ball. Now this is the army composition you need to deal with something like this. So these Muta are going to be strictly harassed for a while. 14 Roaches on the way. And yeah, these are for picking off reinforcements and going back here to do damage, because this army is not mobile. It does not have Blink. There's nothing. That doesn't even make sense. You must do this every game. Oh my god. Awesome. That was awesome. I don't even know what Corolla meant, but cool beans. Sweet. I don't know what to tell you guys. This was a pretty cool game. I'm glad I cast it. I'm glad you guys watched it. I'll see you guys soon.